अच्छी है, बंदे अच्छे हैं, बंदे अच्छे हैं।
Well, they say life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you reach to it. Think about it, it makes sense in all the possible way. Hello everyone and welcome to Life Influences Bande Achhe Hain. And indeed, बहुत अच्छे हैं. We have amongst us today our very own IPRU counselor who has responded well to life's different challenges. Well, he's an MBA, LUT, CF, and an M5 certified MFT with 21 years of rich experience in the industry. Now, I can go endlessly about his achievements. To name a few, his achievements with iPru, he's a 14-time Star Club winner, second-time Court of the Table winner, 14-time Million Dollar Round Table winner, and 16-time Lifetime MDRT Arch winner. This 46-year-old who looks 26 is a gentleman and enjoys life to a fullest. He loves to swim, and that's why I think he makes him go-getter every single day. Works out and spends quality time with his family. Mexico, Mexican is his favorite cuisines, and Switzerland is his favorite country. Well, what a contradiction from Swiss mountains to the land of Mexico. Our counselor today hails from Gujarat and currently lives in Amchi, Mumbai with wife Meghna and children Ariha and Arja. So ladies and gentlemen and everyone, please welcome the extraordinary personality who will grace today's episode of Life Influences Bande Achhe Hain, the none other than Mr. Dhairav Shroff with us right now. Hi Dhairav, welcome to Bande Achhe Hain Life Influences. How are you doing?
Good, Nitin. How are you doing?
Absolutely good, and it's such a good thing to be part of this entire episode with you. So let's dive in straight into the segment. The first one is called Early Life, Family and Growing Up. So tell us something about your parents and who were you close to?
So basically, we are a traditional Gujarati Jain family. We've always been based in South Mumbai, and we've been a business family. My ancestors, my father, they all were in businesses all over so many years. Probably I'm the first one who's in a professional line and not a traditional business family. And so I was more close to my mother, of course, and because you stay more with mother at home rather than father being working more time. So that was my background.
So how did insurance come in your life and what was the motivation that drove you towards insurance industry?
So honestly, insurance came into my life quite accidentally. Actually, I started it as a hobby. I just pursued because after I did my MBA, I actually started another round of business, another line of business. And that time to time privatization happened. So that's when, just as a hobby, I had done my MBA in finance. So I had inclination. I just got empaneled. Let's say, let me give it a try. So that was my hobby, but that did so well, and my interest completely moved towards it because my main inclination is the benefit of securing people's life, doing the financial planning, meeting people, and that's when I chose to close my old business and move completely to this business. So
Wow.
It was not planned, but it was an accidental entry into this field.
Wow, that's very interesting. And this must be early 2000, right?
Yeah, so about 2001, approximately.
2001, that's about 22 years back in the days. But tell me one thing, what values of your parents helped you excel in this course of your journey?
I think the main value would be honesty, and it is quite in line with the business that we are into. Dealing with money, finance, investments. So the values of my parents of honesty really helped me. Even what I think I'm good at empathy. So empathy means if I have to understand the requirements of the client, I have to step into their shoes to think from their perspective. Where their goals are coming from, what are their actual needs. So I think these two values quite helped me to successful career in this line.
That brings to this very interesting question of mine. You spoke about how you were mama's boy back in the early days while being a child, and most often you spend time with mom. But do you have any fond memories from your childhood that you can share with us right now?
Well, frankly, my childhood has been very straightforward. It's been quite bookish. I mean, I was a very studious person. I was not had too much of fun during the childhood early days because, health-wise also I was like average, not giving too well. But I think post my school and college, that's when my fun element started. So I pursued a lot of hobbies after that. But childhood has been quite study-based childhood, I would say.
What are the things that helped you grow through your 21 years of journey in the insurance industry?
I would say, as I told you, I just started it as a hobby. But
Sure.
my biggest motivation to continue and build upon this was the ability to meet a lot of new people. If I'm doing a one set of business in one particular industry, say surgical or pharma or something like that, you are very much into a particular segment of people you end up meeting. Whereas here, the whole universe is open. Because, so for example, I have a South Indian gentleman who's a high-paying corporate job person, super HNI. At the same time, I'm meeting a retired Parsi gentleman or an NRI sitting in Hong Kong. So, I feel that diversity of me meeting different types of people has been my biggest motivation to grow in this industry, understanding the need, because you learn a lot from them also, I feel.
So tell me, Dhairav, back in school, you were an introvert because you only to yourself,
Yeah.
reading books and much more,
Yeah.
and then choosing
Yeah.
a industry was to be an extrovert, and now you become people's person, if I'm not wrong. So how did
Yeah.
that break-in happen? I know you mentioned to us it was a hobby that you went in the insurance industry,
Yeah.
but how did you drive yourself from being an introvert to an extrovert and then finally becoming people's person?
So I think my transformation came when I did my MBA, because my schooling was quite introvert, even to that extent, college mid-level. But when I did my MBA, of course, you have to do a lot of presentation. You completely go out from your specific set of friends to and do corporate presentation. You do a summer workshop, you do job internships. I think that's when it happened. And then finally, when I came into this business, it really helped me build my personality, because as you said, you have to interact, because you're talking, and the way to interact with people is the best way that you can grow in this business. So I think my 2 years interim period of MBA has helped me a lot.
That's the bridge. That's the bridge from
Yes.
an introvert to extrovert. And I'm so happy to understand this bridge because this is what we really want
Yeah.
our audience to see. How do you break even? How do you move from your comfort zone to an extrovert zone to discover more? And that's exactly what Dhairav told me right now. Tell me one thing, Dhairav. What has been the best moment you have achieved while working in life insurance?
So frankly, as I said, the satisfaction that you get that when you are able to make your clients achieve their financial goals. As you said, that I've been in industries 21 years back. So my entire focus always has been a goal-based financial planning, with which, insurance, other parts of investment products will be part of it. So I've never sold products or brands. I've always done a financial goal planning for all my clients. And
Wow.
over 21 years, a lot of clients would have completed their goal 10 years. So once that happened, like somebody who had started, say, about 15 years back and wanted a child's education goal or retirement goal, probably this point of time that came in action. And we are able to achieve or overachieve the goal also with correct regular planning and monitoring it. So that has been the biggest satisfaction, I feel, for me.
My next question is a very straightforward question, and I want the answer on this or that.
Okay.
What does happiness mean to you? It's a big question. Family or work?
100% family, no doubt about it. But I'll put an extension to the answer. My clients are also my family. So if I include them in my family, I will treat them in the same manner that I'm treating my family. And that is also part of my happiness.
Absolutely. It's called as extended family, right? In what you do. Okay, the next question is what inspired you to begin your path to fitness? A swimmer, you run, you work out. How did that come in?
I think I've taken a break over there. I need to restart. Every year it's again a target and goal in the new year. So, but this year again, I definitely have started my path to fitness again. Just joined few things that it'll help me.
So let's move on to the next segment called as Moment of Truth with Customers.
Okay.
How has the industry brought you closer to your customer? You did mention about how you curate a plan for every customer and that gives you satisfaction and vice versa, the customer is satisfied. But how has the relationship been and how have you gone closer with your customers over the time?
I think the customer has to be very transparent when you are talking to their advisors. So I think sometimes even their closest family members, those people are not like their brothers or siblings or parents. They are not too transparent in terms of financial goals. I'm saying, or the personal goals. Everybody has something that they want to achieve. It could even to an extent. I had a client who wanted to buy a super luxury bike. That was his goal. But he said, if I'll tell my parents about this, they're going to kill me. I mean, we can't even spend so much on this. So, that closeness comes when the customer is talking to you about everything, about his aspirations, about his goals. And then how I have to make him think the right way. You have to prioritize the goals. And that interaction has been the most motivation for me, where I've been able to come close to the customers.
When there are days which are the days of darkness and weakness, what do you do? How do you overcome that?
Well, I think I'm into many other things besides my career also. So a little bit of spirituality. I'm also attached to a particular organization where
Wow.
we offer seva, just doing, work for the society also. So that has been my motivation. So I don't see a lot of dark phases for me. But yes, challenges do come in business. So during COVID, for example, we had a lot of issues, and that point of time there was so much of fear in the market. Your clients are all fearing because you hear about people's death over a period of time. So everybody wants to take insurance,
True.
and servicing becomes an issue. So these kind of phases and things happen, but you have to work towards and make sure that point of time you have to manage their emotions and you make sure that they are comfortable and you make sure that things are in place for them also. Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I think that's the way forward, and that's how you connect to
Yeah.
in the darkest of days. Who is that one person you can always rely on during your darkest and the most challenging times?
So absolutely, my spiritual mentor, my guru, will be the first person whom I can always rely on from an emotional perspective, from my, the strength which comes from him. But from the first family you're talking about, my spouse will be my pillar of strength, and my kids. I would put them, I can go to them anytime and discuss. And we make sure that we sit down at least once in a week and we talk it out about each other's things that's happening and what we need to do about it. So I think that's the way it goes.
Rightly mentioned. And what are the significance that your Guruji has taught you in life?
So my Guruji is, he teaches us everything spiritual, religious, or even your day-to-day values which are there: honesty, empathy, helping others. All these are parts. So it's not only focused on religion as such, and that has helped me to build my personality overall and serve the society also.
This is a good question that's coming in my mind right now, Dhairav. With the whole recession that's building up right now and it's coming from the West, it's going to hit India. It's almost hit India right now. Things will change, and like a domino effect. Now, the first is the 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 corporate companies that get affected, and eventually domino effect happens to the customers, the employees, and much more. So
Yeah.
how do you see the next 10 years going forward, and starting with the recession, of course, from the year 23 June is supposed to be the major hit of recession in India, and then
Yeah.
going forward in the year 24, and how it's going to eventually pick it up, and what are your goals that you have set for recession and the next 10 years overall?
So I think it's a passing phase. We've had always these ups and downs. So COVID came, it went, things were back in time. Then the war situation came. Now the recession is there. But overall, if you're thinking from a long-term perspective, I feel there'll be an exponential growth. And out of this, I think India as a country will benefit a lot. I mean, world over, I don't know because I don't see a lot of things happening in other parts of the world. But India as a country will definitely benefit over a 3 to 5 year plus horizon, I'm saying. And also at the same time, the financial penetration that we have in India is much, much lesser, and that will really increase. People are moving from fixed assets like gold and property to financial assets. Their investment savings are increasing. If you see your daily SIP count, your awareness about insurance, people were underinsured, underinvested. They went to fixed income. I think that whole mindset is moving with the new generation also. So as a industry, I think there's a huge potential for us.
Before I jump onto the next segment, I have this last question to ask you. There are thousands of people who look up to you as a role model in this industry. Any message or any advice that you want to give it to them?
I will just give the advice what I have followed. Be honest, be consistent, and work from the client's perspective. Step into their shoes, understand their needs, and then you'll definitely be successful in life.
With that, it's now time to meet his family members. So let's move directly on to the other segment. It's called as the family segment, and let's see who is joining us here. I'm here with Dhairav Shroff and his entire family, and we are blessed to have his mother joining us along with his wife, his daughter, and his son. Now that makes Bande Achhe Hain. So let's go straight on to the segment called as Never Have I Ever. And if they've done something, they'll say I have. If not, never is the only option. So let's go straight forward. The first question: never have I ever traveled to a foreign country. Well, I know you all have. You all have. Okay? Never have I ever hidden things under my bed. Wow. Oh, not bad. There's a mixed bunch of answer. Okay. Never have I ever laughed so much that it hurt my stomach. Okay. Never have I ever lost a bet. Okay, never have I ever worked with someone I couldn't stand. Like I cannot tolerate somebody, but I have to work with the same person. Yeah, even I have. Oh my God, such a feeling, right? Never have I ever spent an entire day watching TV.
Yeah.
Not the entire.
We all have. Okay, now I'm gonna ask a direct question first to. I'm gonna first ask the question to Ariha. Ariha, the question is to you. What do you admire the most about your dad?
I think obviously his honesty and how he's so sincere about everything. He's very disciplined. Whatever he puts his mind to, he definitely gets it done. And more than that, he motivates all of us to also do it and in the best way possible.
That's wonderful. Arjav, you tell me what makes you proud of your dad.
Yeah, so like he's really hardworking in whatever the situation be. He will always put his family like on top. He's very committed to his work and he's really sincere, and that inspires all of us too.
Meghna, I have a question to ask you. What do you love the most about Dhairav as a husband and then as a business professional advisor?
So I think the best part about Dhairav is he balances his marriage life very, very well. He absolutely gives me time, attention whenever it needs to be. In case of family emergencies, he'll put all his work aside, make sure that we are all at ease and at our best comforts.
Even I noticed your smile can win customers to you, and I think that's been the way forward. And honesty is an add-on bonus, and what you do as a professional. But this has been the journey of you. Your smile from your mother's point of view, support from your spouse point of view, Meghna, and of course, how proud your kids are about what you do every single day. That has defined you and your journey of 21 years. And that is why we are very honored to have you here as life influencers. Bande Achhe Hain. It has been a delight to listen to you, to watch you and your family. And from the bottom of my heart and the entire team here, I want to say thank you to you and keep continuing what you do in terms of advising and securing life of hundreds and thousands of people across India, because I know and you know they all need an advisor to help them nurture and balance their life. My name is Mithun Upadhyay. You've been watching Life Influencers Bande Achhe Hain. Until next time, be advised, cause Life Influencers ke bande achhe hain. Thank you.
Thank you, Majid.
Thank you so much.